It's a celebration, fellas. Salute.
Top of the morning to you.
Good to be home. Welcome back.
Welcome, everybody, to Legit Fantasy Football. We're going to go over Week 1 action. Week 1 is in the books. The Monday night games have finished. Here it is, Tuesday morning, which I like to call Ground Zero. This is when we got to try to stay calm, get ourselves together, regroup, figure out who we lost, figure out who we gained, figure out what we got to do. Because you got to win your fantasy league. You got to beat the people in your league. Because they're nothing. They're nobodies. That's how you treat them. Okay, let's go over a couple things this week. First of all, Chase Young with the Redskins. Jesus Christ. The Giants really wanted Chase Young. I mean, Andrew Thomas came out well. And will be well, I guess. He didn't, he struggled last night at times, but Chase Young, 1.5 sacks. Jesus Christ. Who else? Josh Jacobs from the Raiders. What's up with that guy? 3 TDs. The Raider offensive line looked like they were just knocking down everybody. I want to check in on my rookie running backs really quick. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, phenomenal athlete. Jonathan Taylor. Hey, Marlon Mack is gone for the year. Now it's just JT running the show. J.K. Dobbins. Dude, that Ravens backfield is a mess. It's a mess. But I'll tell you what, J.K. Dobbins is a beast. A beast. Write it down. Mark Ingram will not be there next year, my friend. You just saw the future. DeAndre Swift. Buddy, what happened? What happened, buddy? Tell me. I saw you were wide open. It hit you in the hands. And you turned as if you were going upfield. But really, buddy, all you had to do was catch it and just stop because you were in the end zone. That's why I didn't take DeAndre Swift. I had the first 3 picks in my draft, 1, 2, and 3. Yes, I did, in a fantasy league, a dynasty league. And I went with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I went with Jonathan Taylor and J.K. Dobbins. Did not take Cameron Swift. And I did not take Akers. As a matter of fact, I ended up taking Malcolm Brown. And Malcolm Brown ended up running like a maniac this week. Akers is still going to be the man, but Malcolm Brown is not going to give that up. And that was a great pickup by me late in a draft. Let's see. What else? A couple people to take a look at. Robbie Anderson, wide receiver. And then all my second-year wide receivers that I put a lot of stock in. Deontay Johnson. Yeah, he had a fumble, but pretty good last night with the Steelers. Darius Slayton with the Giants. What can you say? 2 touchdowns. Darius Slayton is a beast. Write it down. Darius Slayton is going to be one of the top 3 receivers. He gets behind people. They don't think he's got the speed. The second he's one step behind them, gone. Touchdown. Let's see. I also like Williams, the kid from the Dolphins. He a little rough. And McLaurin from the Redskins. That was just a fight fest. That was like a lot of the games were brutally boring. A lot of mistakes. No off-season, preseason, I mean. Like, it just seemed like some teams didn't quite have it. They weren't ready. And if we're speaking about not being ready, let's talk about the Jets. The Jets. Jets. Gase. I mean, here's the thing. If someone in the comments can explain to me what the Jets are doing, what they're doing now as an organization, what they've done the last 20 years, what they're going to do in the next 5 years. Because quite honestly, as a football fan, I have no idea what the Jets are doing. I have no idea what the Jets are doing. Gase seems to not like good players. Does that make sense? The Jets, the other New York football team, like the JV football team of New York. Yeah, I said it. They get guys and they keep them for a couple years, maybe 2, and then get rid of them, and that's that. They just ruin careers. And Sam Darnold, I'm like, they're going to ruin Sam Darnold. They are. Let's go Garoppolo from the 49ers, my friend. Garoppolo. Game wasn't bad, buddy, but relax. Calm down. You made a lot of like squirmish, non-Brady-esque moves and plays. You look like you were really nervous, my friends. From me to you, you're playing football. Relax. Just play football. Let's see. Injuries, huh? Ruggs from the Raiders. What do we got? Connors from the Steelers last night. What do we got? Because, hey, let me tell you something. Another late-round pick for myself. Benny Snell. He looked fantastic last night. Connors, if you're hurt for a couple of weeks, Benny Snell might take your job. I hope so. I have him in my fantasy league. Keenan Allen, gone. Like I said, Marlon Mack, gone. I didn't like the injuries. A lot of week one injuries with guys gone, and I wanted to see them play. That's not my deal. I'm not a fan of that. But overall, check the waiver wires. I don't know who will be available right now. There's like some running backs that maybe fill-in running backs, but then they're going to be by committee. So I would just wait to see what's available in your free agency thing. If you have any questions, you can send it down here to me. Hook us up at legit fantasyfootball.com. Check out the podcasts, legitfantasyfootball.com. We do Anchor podcast. We're here on YouTube. We'll come to your house and we will throw fantasy football facts in your face. Now, moving on to the second half. Now, if you're okay with the recap of fantasy football, you can move on. If you're a Giants fan, stay with me for a little bit. Let's go over it. The New York Football Giants. The greatest team ever, in my opinion. Now, again, Tom Brady, he went to 8 Super Bowls, and he won 6, which is phenomenal. You got to admit it, that's phenomenal. But him and Belichick lost 2 of those 6 to the same team. Yeah, the same team beat them twice, 4 years apart. Why? Because Tom Coughlin knew what Belichick was thinking, and he outcoached them. Tell me I'm wrong. Coughlin outcoached them. Eli threw some amazing passes. Yeah, there were some miracles that kind of came our way, but you make miracles happen. You make luck happen. You have to be in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing to make luck happen. So you can call it luck. I call it domination. I call it we punched Brady in the face from the get-go, and we never stopped. And he was ducking and bad passes galore. Now, to last night. The Steelers' defense is brutally incredible. We've got to keep that in mind. The fact that Garrett came up with a way to keep us in the game is incredible. We couldn't run. I mean, Saquon Barkley would get a handoff. Here's what I have one point of concern with Barkley. When he gets the handoff, he does that stop, like that Barry Sanders stop, and then goes. Whereas he doesn't take the handoff and just go. He gets it and does this, and then he goes. And it's like, dude, it was like a jailbreak. So if you didn't just go and you made that one like hesitation, it was like 3 guys hit you. What's the point? Saquon ran for like negative. It was ridiculous. Awful. That was my least favorite part was that. Was how bad the running game was. The running game was awful. Awful. Oh my God. Gates as a center. I know we're working him out. I know we want him to be our center. But there were a couple plays where he either got blown up, I mean physically thrown backwards, or he just was in the wrong place. Just the wrong place. Cam Fleming. Can we cut him? Or just put him... No, let's not do that. Let's make him a backup, and let's put Pert in and roll with it. Because it's the same thing. Cam Fleming could never get the job done. Will never get the job done. There's no reason to think that he can get the job done now when he's never been able to do it in his career. Put put Pert in. Let's just go with Pert. Please, let's go with Pert. Daniel looks sharp. I mean, all right, wait. He made an Eli Manning-esque pass in the red zone that floated up in the air for an interception. All I could think of was Eli at that moment. Like, why would you do that, Eli? And I'm like, no. Why would you do that, Daniel? Like, who? You're that close. Why are you throwing the ball up in the air like that? Just run it, dude, or put it down. Get field goal. We can't do that. Shepard doesn't seem like he's getting much separation or he has much explosion. Slayton is the balls. I mean, if he gets behind you, done. And DJ knows how to hit him. But let me tell you something. Let me talk about the defense. I personally think the way that they played last night, the different alignments, and the different people we have in that defense, this Giants defense will grow to become one of the best defenses in the league. Our defensive line is brutal. Dalvin Tomlinson, Dexter Lawrence, and Leonard Wilkinson. Those three are beasts. Trust me. And the linebacking core of Carter and Martinez and you name it is better. We're coming. We're tackling. We're striking. Bradbury. Oh, thank you. Broke up some plays. I was like, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Julian Love, I didn't have a problem with. Jabril Peppers is like, jack of all trades. Ballantine wasn't that bad, right? I mean, look, we got beat by Big Ben and the Steelers. One of the best defenses in the league. They get incredible offensive weapons. They got an incredible offensive line. They got Big Ben back, and we're the Giants. We just got together. This is like our first game ever together as a team. Even for the coaches. So it's like the fact that we didn't get blown out and the fact that we can move the ball. I mean, we moved the ball a couple times on the field and just blew it. But my point was the fact that we can move the ball and at times we put pressure on the Steelers. Lennon Wilkinson. They should have stopped the game when he got a sack and just retired him. When's the last time, dude? When's the last time? Right? So there were sacks, there were hits. Overall, if you were a Giants fan, you came away with that burning feeling in your chest that we lost, and you just want, when we lose, I don't want to talk to anybody. As a matter of fact, I want to just punch everybody. That's my problem. I have to go sit in my room by myself, and I just stroke the helmet. I stroke the helmet. I stroke the helmet. I stroke the helmet. Then I calm down. But my point is, overall, we play the Redskins, Eagles, and Cowboys in 6 games. I can't wait for those games. Because if we played like we played last night, or we start to get better because we start to play together more, when we go through that October stretch where we play the 3 of them all in a row, I'm going to throw it down now. This is officially right here, my Danny Dimes cup. These are all the dimes over the last season and then yesterday that Danny has thrown. I'm going to put my dimes on the line, and I'm going to make this one statement. The Giants will win the NFC East. The Giants are better than the Cowboys, Eagles, and Red at Washington football team. At this moment, with injuries in Philly, injuries in Dallas, and the Washington team, just whatever. Good defense like yesterday. Great. But your quarterback is a joke, and that's why we didn't take him, and we took the better option in Daniel Mother Jones. Guys, this is legit fantasy football. We'll be back on Wednesday night to let you know about the Thursday game. Catch us back on early Sunday morning for all the games, all your fantasy picks, all your betting picks, and much more. I might have Brother Ray on that show. Who knows? Thanks for tuning in. Remember, football's back. Enjoy it. And it's only one loss. Really. Go Judge. Go Blue. King Michael, I'm out.